At Ingersoll, we embarked on this process to build a forward-looking vision for healthcare access, where trans folks can feel healthy, whole, and at home in their bodies, regardless of their gender identity, race, income, or zip code. For healthcare access, that looks like helping people sign up for insurance, find a primary care provider, navigate referrals. You don't have to explain your gender identity to us. And a lot of the questions or ways that people are forced to navigate these systems are skills or experiences that our staff has. And I think that that is really powerful for folks who are used to having to code switch or to say a certain script to get access to what they need, for fear if they tell the truth, they won't be able to get the gender affirming healthcare that they deserve. The way that Apple Health or any insurance company right now is set up is really to help people move from point A to point B, and we know that that's not reality. There's no one way to be trans, there's no one way to medically transition.
There are certain things that are covered in terms of gender affirming surgery, and there are certain things that the state considers generally not medically necessary. Top surgeries are covered, hormones are covered, bottom surgeries are covered, and really not much else. For instance, facial feminization or electrolysis. We look at a lot of these procedures and think that because cis folks get these for mainly vain reasons, that those are the same reasons that trans folks get them, and that's not the case at all. It is incredibly life-saving to have access to services like electrolysis, and I think nobody seems to acknowledge when we're talking about why these non-covered services list exists.
Getting electrolysis can help them feel safe and help dispel gender dysphoria and help them navigate the world easier.
Those things 100% contribute to not being safe when you walk outside your door, and that can contribute to depression, that can contribute to anxiety, that can contribute to a whole host of different mental health issues.
What we see right now is that there really is a different world for low-income trans people trying to get access to gender-affirming healthcare, and that's not okay. Exception to the rule process is a common mechanism for when folks need access to something that isn't typically covered. So you have to go through the process to get everything pre-approved, get a denial, and then go through this mysterious process.
It's up to you, the patient, and your doctor at that point to make an appeal to the state for why that specific procedure is medically necessary for you.
We help hundreds of people every year navigate healthcare access. We've never worked with anyone who's been able to successfully get something on the non-covered services list covered through the exception to the rule process.
It says to us as trans folks, and also says to the world, that trans looks a specific way, and everyone who's trans wants these specific services.
The exception to the rule process denies trans people access to their full self-determination, and it prevents healthcare providers from providing quality care.